What's up, everybody? In this video, we're going to be revamping the way that we send bi-weekly reports out to the clients. The main things we're going to be changing is the design of this email and what it outputs. The text is mostly going to be the same. The video component is mostly going to be the same. This section over here is also going to be the same. And these are going to be changing. And I'll explain the reasons as we go throughout the video. And by the way, on my YouTube channel, so it's youtube.com, Noel Manny Raguha, over here, you can find, uh, okay, we'll just go like this. Here, you're able to find report video. So if you were to search on my channel and you search report, there's going to be how to create custom weekly reports. And these custom reports are going to be coming from Slack. So that's how we previously set it up. And I also released the automation for that at afonto.com/automations. And so if you wanted to simply copy the Slack module, it's currently in the danger zone section, though I might add it in the other place later, and it's over here. Actually, this is the better video to check out. I don't know why I'm recommending my channel. I also released another video on the official Smartly channel, and also, damn, I got a lot of videos. Which one is this one? Is this the same one that's over here? Yeah, it seems like it's the same one. So I've got two videos. You can check them both out at afonto.com/automations. But we're going to be switching that process to work with the new systems that we've built. And so to tell you a little bit more about these systems, we've got the clients inside our ClickUp account, and each of the clients are going to have key information about themselves, such as the billing contacts, email recipients. All of these information we will be leveraging in order to send them an email. And so what we're going to be sending it from is the client comms section. So we've built the client comms section, and this actually, you can check out like uh the actual build out. So how to automate client communication. This was the previous video where we built this automation. And yeah, I don't think I did a live video for that. Yeah, so this is the one, and that should be it. And so we're gonna be revamping all of that information, and I apologize for the long intro. So what we're going to be adding from, so this is part 2 to this video over here, how to automate client communication. So what we're going to be adding from here, so we've already got a subject line, we've got an email draft that has the Loom video, we have the email recipients. I'm actually going to be adding that Loom video custom field again, because I think it's actually going to be better if we have it in a custom field as opposed to in the text, and I'll explain why that's the case. Yeah, I'll explain why that's the case. And so from here, we're going to be creating that, and that's going to be a website. So URL, website, and this is going to be called Loom Video, right? And so we create that over here. And so now, instead of the email draft including the Loom video like we have it over here, we're actually going to be typing this over here. So Loom video. And in fact, I should probably name this how I put it in there. So Loom video, so that it's like easy to just know like what we need to put. This field, this Loom video must be put in the email draft section. Cool. So this is the instructions, and this just makes it clear like what we need to have. So in the email draft, we can create an email that looks something like this, and this is great. And so that Loom video that I just posted, we would paste that in this section, and then the automation itself would grab this Loom video and then plop it in inside this section over here. Next thing I want to do is but what we're doing is the biweekly report. And in fact, we're gonna add another drop down over here, and then this is going to be email type, right? So email type, and then this is going to be the we are live, right? It's just we are live. So this is the email. It's we are live, um, and then this one is going to be bi-weekly report. And so we are live, bi-weekly report. Boom. There we go. So now it's going to allow us to easily like know which email type is the right one, and then we're going to be able to build SOPs around these different email types. And so this right here is the we are live email, and then I'm going to duplicate this so that we've got another one. So duplicate, yeah, just duplicate it. Afonso move to over here. We can say Afonso um create create by weekly report for client for Afonso. So it would actually be like Afonso, right? Boom. So edit draft and add loom video. So these are the instructions. So we just edit the draft, and then we also add the loom video and add loom video. Boom. I think this is easier than putting it in there because it's just easy to know like what we need to do. So Afonso move to active status, edit draft, and add loom video. Okay, so this is pretty good. We could just resolve all of these because honestly, like we're currently just testing. It doesn't matter these tasks. These are just like random things. Okay, so we've got the recipients. And by the way, like where you find this stuff out, like I said, this is part two to the how to automate client communication video. So client comms, we go back here. We've got the Loom video. We've got the email type. This email type would be biweekly report. And so what this means is that when an email is biweekly report, it it forces us to have a Loom video. So does this one, and some of them are not going to force us to have a video. So the way that I'm thinking about it, like this is obviously an email. Hey Noel, just wanted to send over a quick message to let you know that we are live, and then you plop the Loom video inside this section over here. The only thing that I think that might actually make this like easy to navigate is adding an SOP comment that allows someone to watch it. So when it's a we are live message, you basically just want to edit this, and then we have a Loom video explaining how to create a draft. Because the way that I'm thinking about it is if we wanted to replicate this, because the way we have it right now is inside Slack. And matter of fact, I've got I've got the Slack. I've got the Slack. We were just testing this earlier. I should have brought this up earlier. So, wait a minute. This was not the report. This was an email, but I think it still gets the point across. So, we would get a Slack notification, sorry, a Slack message that looks something like this. We would get some chat GPT text. And so, what you're looking at over here, right? This would basically be here, right? So send this to the client, and then you would modify this, and then and then there's going to be another URL thing over here that asks you to add a loom, and then when you click send, it's going to grab all of that data, put it into another automation, then send it over to the client. Now, the reason why I'm switching from this model and going to ClickUp as opposed to doing it inside um, Slack is because, as you can see, like if you miss one day, it just gets messy. And if you have 10 clients, it also gets messy inside Slack. Like this is like one email, another email, just two email, just two, right? And so it's not organized. You're not able to trim it. There's like, yeah, it works, right? And it's already available for free. So like if you want to set it up, like go right ahead. But I want to do it inside ClickUp. And so how I'm thinking about it is inside this email draft section, it doesn't always have to be an email. And so what we would actually be putting inside this section is just this. So it's like we saw a positive reply, which quickly turned into, and then we don't even add the Loom video. So the Loom video gets added over here. And then by adding it over here, the automation is going to put everything together. Let me pull up my make account because we're going to start working on that stuff anyways. All right, so let's go here and then let's go to report. And then let's also duplicate this because we're going to need two of them. So biweekly client reports. Let's get three of these because we're going to want to also get that other one. So report, boom. Wait a minute. Do I not have weekly client reports? I should have it, but I'm not remembering what it's called. Wasn't it called biweekly reports? Uncategorized. Actually, I think I just saw it there. Why is it being all Afonto weekly reports? That's not the one. Oh, it's not even called. It's not. Oh my god, I totally forgot. So it's called client comms. I'm an idiot. So this is the client comms one, and then send an email to the client, and then this one is another one. We're gonna need to work on this. So client comms, new task, and then this. Okay, so we're basically gonna grab some of the stuff from here and report. And here, these are the ones that you can already download. We're gonna grab some of the components of this, and then put them in our ClickUp templates, right? So, step one: create a new task when client is moved to active. So get task, create task, post task comment. Well, this is good. Now we would actually want to, how we want to create this task. Yeah, we don't want to use I was thinking whether we create a recurring tasks a recurring task within within I'm blanking on this, within ClickUp, but no, we don't want to do that. We want to actually create the task from Slack. So we're going to use this. We're actually going to duplicate this. So let's clone this. Biweekly reports. Instead of Slack, we're going to put this as just like Loom ClickUp. And then step one. Boom. Um, and so this is gonna be great. This is the one that sends the stuff to the client. Okay. And so the previous automation that we had created sends the analytics to Slack. So how you see Noel Mani Raguha, you got the ID, you've got all of these things. We would actually have we would actually have more than that. We would also have the analytics. And so the question is, actually it's not that complicated. We can actually put like we could put it in a data store. So like we can put the analytics inside a data store and then reference them in the second step of the automation. So the first step stores the data inside a data store, and then when we come back to send the email, we go back to the data storage and then we reference the analytics from there. Okay, so that's the way we're going to do it. So boom, first thing we do, we get our all of our clients. I'm going to filter out the clients to be just me, company not equal to Afonto. I'm gonna just make it. mm, let's do it like this for now. So we're gonna do ClickUp, and then we're gonna say custom field, list all accessible custom fields, and then we X out of this. We grab the list over here. Um, what's going on? Okay, one. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm gonna get hacked one of these days. Like I'm gonna get hacked one of these days. Like that's the only thought that I get anytime something like that happens. It's like, oh my god, I've just been hacked, and it's only a matter of time. I'm gonna be honest. Which sucks. List all accessible custom fields because I ain't trying to cause no trouble, but somebody is gonna hack me, um, and I'm just not excited for that day. I'm gonna forget to hide my API key or something, and then they're like, "Gotcha, gotcha." All right, so boom, we get the custom fields over here, and then we put equals 7048. Like look at that, I've got my API key right here, but it's hidden, right? Like the reason I do it like this is so that people can't easily see my API key, but like it's only a matter of time, man. So because normally you'd have to put the API key over here, and you're doing these things live, and then boom, you're screwed. All right, so boom, we got one client over here, Noel. Boom, 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 it's looking good. I'm gonna get rid of this, because previously I was finding all of the campaigns inside ClickUp and then getting the all-time stats from the campaigns inside ClickUp and then leveraging all of that to get the 14-day stats. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna switch that, and so we're gonna go away from looking at the base stats. Let's actually just clone this, and then we're gonna be looking at the all-time stats. So let's go ahead and rename. Oh wait, do you need to list all campaigns? Oh, is this why we did it? Because are you able to list all campaigns with you actually have to do this because in order for this to work, you need to have a campaign ID. And the one that I'm thinking of using is called api.smartly.ai, and we're looking for the campaign. So list all campaigns. Uh No, we're looking for analytics. So analytics. So fetch campaign top level analytics. This requires a campaign ID. Therefore, you need to have the campaigns The problem though is that they're not filtered out by the client, but I think we can solve that. All right. So boom, get all campaigns. All right. And then we add a router over here. This is going to be an iterator that goes through the data. And then from here, we're going to use another module. So add a module. This is going to be an HTTP module, make a request. This one is going to get all time analytics. And then we don't need this anymore. Yeah. And then from here, you want to have the, all right, let's do it like this. So we unlink this, we go ahead and we run this. Oh my God. So we actually need to have something here. So HTTP, let's grab this over here. And then we just leave that, right? So we just do that. And then I don't need the 14-day stats. I don't need the router. Oh my God. And now my computer is frozen. So let me come back. Okay, so we fixed what was going on. It just gave us an error for whatever reason. And in fact, it's been like 5 minutes, so I'm not actually remembering where we were at. Um, list all clients. Oh, we don't even have the custom field ID that we previously had. So what's going on here? One sec. Okay. So it should be good now. Let's run it once over here. When we run it and it goes through the all-time analytics, does it give us, okay, so it returns all the campaigns. So we're good. Now what we need to do is we need to add a filter, and the filter is going to be that the client ID is the same as the client ID we have inside Clickup. So the client ID, Smart Lead ID is what is called. What is it called? Client ID. It's just client ID. So if the client ID is the same, we're going to proceed over to the next section. And then at this point, we want to get the analytics. So here we want to go to analytics, fetch campaign top level analytics. And then we want to use HTTP module. Oh my God, let me save. Let me save. Because it's gonna, it's getting slow again. It's giving me PTSD. I just pasted. It's taken a solid minute. All right, so let's do a post. All right, I guess I didn't post. Anyway, so we got the API key all the way from the beginning down there. And then we put the campaign ID as well. And the campaign ID is going to come from over here. So boom, now we've got all the analytics. So rename get all time analytics, right? And then this one is just called rename get campaigns. Boom. So get campaigns, get all time analytics. And then we don't need the 14-day stats, and I'll explain why later on. We also don't need email sent, prospects contacted, or reply count. The only thing that we care about at this point in time is just thinking about it. We want to get all of the leads that are closed and transferred. Um, and I think the easiest way is to just do it through ClickUp. Yeah. So we're just gonna get. So we don't need the emails. We don't need the prospects contacted. We don't need the reply count. We want. So this is the positive count, and then this is the what? Closed and transferred. So this is closed and transferred. Uh, well, there you go. We didn't need any of that. I've already got the problem solved, guys. I just forgot I solved the problem. Um, well, hey man, that's why you guys get to skip whenever you like. So we're just gonna remove this. So we don't want that. We also don't need any of these things, which is absolutely hilarious. Iterator, all time analytics, list all campaigns, 14 days stats, chat GPT, aggregating to table, convert to JSON, 14-day variables. We don't need any of these things. Not for what we're trying to build, anyways. We also don't even need this, nor do we need this. Wow. Actually, hold on a minute. Do we need that one over here? Report. It's step one, right? This one was get all-time positive count from all the campaigns. Oh, this just adds it. Yeah, we don't want that either. Okay, so we're good. Let's go back twice. I'll explain why we're doing it like this in just a second from here. So boom. This is it. This is it. This is all we need. I don't even think we need ChatGPT, to be honest. I think we might have like a predefined text. Honestly, I think we might not even have a predefined text. I think we might just have like write it up. Like, what do you have on your mind that you want to tell the client? Write it up. So get last 14-day positive count. So it's probably worth showing you why we're doing it like this. So this is just getting the analytics from our ClickUp account. And so inside our ClickUp account, anytime leads get marked as transferred or something of that nature, we we send them here. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of leads in the closed and transferred section, and then I've got a bunch of other leads in the closed and sequence section. So we don't need to actually go through the Smart Lead API because we already have all of the leads inside ClickUp, right? So that's the idea. Um, and because we have the leads inside ClickUp, it makes it simple to easily filter through them. When you have a bunch of campaigns and you have to go through all of that process to figure out who's transferred, who's not, like it can get really tough. So I prefer to do it like this. And in fact, I have automations for that. It would be inside the ClickUp section. So in the ClickUp section, you're able to do store new engaged leads in ClickUp. So this is the automation that you would use. This can add all of the leads into ClickUp. And if you're just starting, but you've been using Smart Lead for a while, you can store all of the old engaged leads in ClickUp. So that should be good. Let's design this thing. And let me tell you why those are the only fields I need. So currently, if you recall, this is what we're doing. We're sending this, we're sending the Loom video, we're sending a description. I don't want to constantly be saying like, this is how many emails we've sent, this is how many positives, this is how many engaged, because the way that cold email works, at least in my agency, is that we send emails, and usually our positive reply ratio is lower at the beginning, right? And so we need to constantly reach out to more people and do that type of stuff. Therefore, what I found is that it's just not worth it to focus so much of our energy and effort on these bottom stats. I think the main stats that matter is generating leads and transferring over the leads, as that is how my agency works. Mm, right. These are the smart lead statuses that we have for those of you that are curious. So we've got all of those standard ones, which are like not interested. Actually, I could just go here. So boom, I go to the lead, and then we've got all of these categories. So do not contact, information request, out of office, all of these. Too complex. That one was just for testing. I'm gonna get rid of that. So boom, we're gonna design this email to make it different. So we have this. We're going to switch this to F, right? Why is it? Why is it weird? Do I like this? No, I do not like this. And I want another row. But like, is there a way to add like a blank row? And I basically just want to get like this section. I want to duplicate this section. And then this row, I basically want up here. Oh, okay. So this is how you actually move the thing. So boom, we got that. And then this, we move it where it used to be, which was over here, right? And then the text color was like this, right? So we have generated 4,000 leads. This is what it used to be. And so now I basically want to switch this to a big number like that. And then I want to delete this as well. And then switch this to a number as well. And then I want to delete this section. I want to delete this section. And then I want to delete this section. Honestly, just do this again. I'm going to put this in the middle as well. Do this as well. Put it in the middle. And then this, Can we delete it? No. All right, fine. I'm gonna delete you as well. And then boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm gonna move it here, and then I'm gonna duplicate this as well. Uh, you're blocking me, man. I'm gonna duplicate that, and then I'm gonna move that here. So boom. So what I want to output here is um 4,100. Honestly, something like this. I feel like this is actually pretty good. So if we were to grab this, are we able to? Yeah, we are able to do that. And then we are able to do this. I basically just want this. And then I basically just want this. Ah, easy. I over complicated it. And then boom, delete all of these other ones. Is there no way to multi-select? Okay. So this is what we want to do. We want to have something like that. And then the Loom video. So we go back to this. Okay. So the Loom video is going to pop up over here. And so we can delete this over here. This entire row, we could delete it. And so this is kind of what I'm leaning towards. Um, so like we have like one of the things that I'm thinking about is like just duplicating this, right? So like duplicate this, and then you move this up. Engaged 123 leads, and then we have for 21 leads. Ooh. Maybe I could just call this performance report. Performance report. Like this is really nice. One hundred and 23 engaged leads. Transferred leads. Performance report. 123 engaged leads. Probably put this at the top here in that case. And then maybe do something like this. Sorry. Do something like this. And then have the Loom video down here. Performance report. Da 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 da. What happens if I do a performance report? Right, I don't want to put like weekly or any of that stuff because it's not always going to be. I do like heading 2 though. And it's all messed up now. I like how it was before. So H3. Shoot. So global font, regular. And then is that what this is? No, it's not. So it's this. Okay. So performance report, and then over here we want to get this in the middle. So performance report. And to be honest, we want to add some margin because there's literally like no top margin. So we want to add like 15 maybe. Honestly, a little bit more than that as well. Like we want to make it, we want to give the email space to breathe so that it looks more comprehensive, right? And then this over here, we also want to add like bottom like 15 maybe, right? And then the video is going to pop up in this section over here. And I did something in the other email that I liked, and I can't be bothered to figure it out right now. But we get that over here. We've got 123 leads. Honestly, maybe we can make it fuck. H1. Boom. Get that over here. 834. Get that over here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's make it like 50. Right? 50. H1. 50. As well. 50. And then make it center. And then back to this. I wanna get this bottom section. So like this right here, I liked how I had that set up. So you basically have to set up a bottom border. So you click on this, you click on this, you set up borders, and then you do more options. And then in the bottom border, you add that to 10. And then you make that, is that correct? Is that the same color? Yeah. But the border is smaller than that, so we can maybe make it 5, right? So that it's not like completely blank at the bottom. And then the spacer is actually quite long. We don't want that. Right, I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. And then boom, we plop the video right here. How did I previously do it, by the way? I don't think I even did. I did anything special. So did I have any spacers or anything in the way? So we've got that. I did have a spacer. Okay, so I think this is it. This looks good to me. 123, 21 leads. And then yeah, so this looks good. So that's why, by the way, I was doing all that stuff. So we can export this, copy the HTML, right? So the HTML code is in our hands. This right here is going to get all time positive count. Not there, information, boom. And then this one is going to get all time transferred leads. And then boom, we get there, we get there. And then summary, I don't think we need that. And then over here, we're going to create a task. I'm just going to use this right here. So create a template for email. We're going to copy this module, plop that in here, and then boom. So this is going to create an email for us. We're going to reference the company name from the beginning, and we're basically going to just make it similar to what we have over here. So just copy this so that it looks like how we actually like planned it out, right? And then change the variables that matter. So create biweekly report for, and then we put the company name. Honestly, I don't even need to put biweekly. Just create report, create report for, and then boom. So edit the draft. Edit draft and add Loom video. I think that's fine. And then from here, we put what is a default test? So this is just going to be the default performance. This leads we created, and then boom, that's fine. And then over here we want to map the client to the right person, and then we also want to map the email recipients, so we've got all of that accurate. And then the Loom video, the subject line, it's just a Fonto performance report. Yeah, we could just leave it as that. And then email type is going to be, yeah, we're going to change it from a bi-weekly report to so I think this looks good. Right. So columns, we add the columns again. It's report, email type, boom. We add that here. We're going to switch this email type to performance report. I did not spell that right. Boom. Okay, so we got that right. And now we just run it. I think we should be fine. So boom. Get all-time positive count. We've got the client. What's happening? All right, we just delete this over here. Why is this giving me a weird thing? It's giving me like a weird notification. Is it just being like, hey, double check me? Okay, so after created date, we also don't want to do that. We just want to get all of those. And then boom. and then we go ahead and send it. So we look through the clients. We're going to output one client. We're going to get the positive count, which is going to have 94 bundles, and then iterate through all of those. We get 13. Okay, this looks good. Because what we're doing is we are getting inside the funnel. We're looking at the closed and transferred, which is 13, and then we're looking at everything else, which is like 94 essentially, right? Excluding the information tasks. So this is perfect. And so, as I did mention, we want to store this stuff inside a data module. That's perfect. So let's do that. So yeah, we got time. So client comms, boom. So it's here. We can edit this. Now we can edit this over here. We've got the email draft, and it's also set up correctly with the email, right? So email type is also set up correctly. And then we can also just like not protect this view so that we can easily just come back to this. So performance report, it's set up properly. Now we want to add a data store so that we can easily reference these analytics in the future. So we go to data store, add new data store, and then this is going to be called performance report. And then I'm going to add a data store, which is going to be Clickup client comms. Performance reports. And then boom, we save that. Okay, so we're going to need the ClickUp ID. So ClickUp ID. That's going to be the task ID. And then we want to also reference the all time positive count. All time positive count. And then we also want to reference the all time transferred count. And then boom, I think that's it. We don't need anything else there. Okay, so boom, we're good. Let's add this over here. So a data store, and then add replace record. It's going to go in the performance report, right? Performance report, and the key is going to be the task ID. So that's uh same difference. So ClickUp ID, all time positive count. So this is going to be the transferred count, all time positive, all time transferred count. We just need these over here. We don't even need the ClickUp ID. Actually, we do want to have the ClickUp ID. So let's do this again. This is the first step of the automation, and it's basically done at this point. We basically just need to remove this section over here. And then we should be good. So now we've created a brand new task, and then boom, we've got the information over here. And now we go on to step 2 of the automation, which is going to be over. Okay, so this is great. Honestly, like we're good. Like this is gonna go live. We don't need to do anything other than this. Why is it only getting one client though? That's weird. Uh oh, okay. It's because I set up the custom fields differently. Okay, so each Monday, boom. This is good. We don't need anything else. Okay, this works. Uh, and the data store, I think also works. Though I want to keep that there so that we can reference it again. And then over here we've got create new task when. So this has already happened. Send a test email before sending. Okay, So run this module only inside the client comms section over here. I'm going to delete this one because I think this is the old one. We're going to move this to send a test email. This is going to trigger this automation right here, which is going to give us a payload with information. And then we're going to unlink this again, actually. Bring this back. So to do, and then send a test email. And then we're going to come back over here. We're going to get the custom fields. The custom field we're looking for is performance report. So email type is this. So boom, we've got the email type, which is 1. Therefore, we want to add a router. And so the router is going to check for the email type. Email type. Email type. Right, so email type equal to 1, which is going to be a performance report. Though I'm not a fan of the way I'm doing this right now, because if I ever change the custom fields, you know, don't want it to mess up every automation. So we're going to probably make that different. And so if this exists, we're going to do a data store. So data store, which is going to say get a record. And then we're going to search for the performance report record using the task ID from over here. Let's run it once. Honestly, I think that's it. Actually, I think this is it. So this was previously like a different section over here. So this is if type is not 1. Okay, so let's finish this in 3 minutes. Let's finish this in 3 minutes because I'm gonna get kicked out. But I think we're actually gonna be done. So is not equal to 1, which that's gonna be the case. So this would actually do the other stuff. And then the data store is going to run. So let's do this. Let's get all the data in here. So client comms, we go here to do. We move it to send a test email. When we do that, we're going to get the data inside over here. It says custom field. What's going on here? Oh, it says custom field. We're looking for email type. Okay. So, okay, good. So we have to do that again, and we just wasted a few minutes over there. Set status to do. Boom. Send a test email, and then and then and then boom, we've got the data over here. We're then going to leverage this data in a Gmail module, which is going to be send email. Oh, we're not gonna get the time to finish this. Not in a reasonable manner anyways. So we copy the HTML code over here. We go into uh though this is it, like this is actually it, right? And so we go over here, we do the subject, we've got the subject line. We map the recipients, and the way we map them is using a split function. So we split them by the comma, and so since they are comma separated, we want to split them like that. And then we want to add the recipients. We've only got 1 minute, so I'm gonna try to get through as much of this as possible. And so we've got the email recipients over here, which are added. And then we want to go to design be free. And then we want to search for 123. And we search for the 123 over here. 123 is all the positive count. So 1, 2, 3. We found that over here. And once we've got the 1, 2, 3, we're basically going to input the positive count. So all-time positive count. Shoot. Yeah, I accidentally just messed that up, so I'm gonna have to redo all of that again. So split. Anyways, we're not gonna have time to go through this. So I hope this was helpful. And by the way, if you want to know like how to actually complete this, there's already instructions for that. Like this is just like trying to get it in the video. How to do this is inside the client report. So weekly report for clients. This video right here has that final step completed. We finished the new system. The final step is inside this video, so check that out. Hope this was helpful, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Cheers.